lively.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Haskins. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Wilson ahead, it's loose, it's out fumble, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50, he's at the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble
lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Open down the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. DJ Moore with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Vikings 14, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's intercepted.
as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Lions 21, Vikings 14. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy,
and he fires one that's intercepted. And Jackson picks it. Down inside the 35-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
4th down.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Lindsey. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24. Vikings 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24. Vikings 21.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson hit as he throws there, incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
To throw is Wilson. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And some space here. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A toss right to Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you all...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Henry. He's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down by
this guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The ball carried by the
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Marcus May.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Detroit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will score. Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Carrier.
Levante David in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Caught left side, Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And the Lions 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Haskins will drop this one down to Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Haskins will throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Lions 32.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Third down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Eddie Jackson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Got it open man. It's Foster. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a
result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
1-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Lindsey, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Lions 32.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. At the 23, it's second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Complete to
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 12.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up on Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in red colors.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Well, how about that? He wielded it one-handed for a touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at it, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC Mandador. Jackson.
Haskins pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by K1 Short.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
His first carry, he loses the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Mariota. For his running back, and he's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Mariota on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Now Mariota on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it doesn't feel right. Exactly.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage in play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Philip Lindsay, 49 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Levante David. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Another run by Lindsey. They find some open field here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score, Vikings.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.